This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Hello everybody and welcome to Victoria Park, where the Q Bears have just defeated Caulfield Grammarians by a hefty margin. Theo, it was an excellent game. Tell us about sort of the blitz sort of period in the second quarter where you got most of the scoring done.
Thanks, Nick. Yes, it was a funny game because I don't think the scores reflect the margin. We certainly found Caulfield a very difficult opponent, and for long periods of the game, it was a tight struggle. But in that second quarter, we just clicked, and we were able to get the ball forward. Our captain, Tara Donnan, had a major influence, kicking, I think, 4 goals up to half-time, and she was a really strong force in the forward line. We got clean ball, our midfielders got on top, our back line, even though Caulfield were much taller than us, we're able to keep them under control, and just for a good 7-8 minute period, we just found a way to move the ball really quickly into our forward line, quickly into space, and we were able to convert. And I think the 7 or 8 goal margin revolves around that period of time. Yeah, absolutely.
And as you said, you did get clean use in that blitz period. Danielle Kaludi, can you talk about her game? She was magnificent for probably the 4th week in a row.
Yeah, no, she's a wonderful little player. She's incredibly fit, reads the game very well, and can break lines. Even though she's only small, she's incredibly fast, and she's got great skills. She's one of these girls who can bend down, pick the ball up one go. Her first 3 or 4 steps gives her that break from her opponents, and she drives the ball into our forward line all the time. She's very fit, which helps, and she's been a terrific recruit this year, and she's certainly one of our most important players. Yeah,
absolutely. And in the back line, I felt that Michaela Harding, we spoke to her a couple of weeks ago. She was fantastic again, had a lot of the ball, and just sort of cleans up really well. How'd you see her game?
Yeah, she's an interesting girl, Michaela. She quickly realised, especially in the second half, that for whatever reason, a lot of the Caulfield girls were finding room in the back line. She just took herself to the back line, won a lot of the ball, instigated a lot of our run from the back line, and she's got a lovely penetrating kick on her, so when she gets the ball from the half-back flank, it certainly is the first point of a lot of our attacks. So she reads the game well, and her skills are great. So yes, Michaela did very well again, and a lot of that was her own doing. As I said, she took herself to the half-back line and just made it her job to clean up. Absolutely.
Theo, thank you again for talking to me. 3-1, a very good start to the season. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, we sure are, Nick. No, we're going well. As I said, it was a lot closer today than the scores indicate. It was a 6 or 7 minute spell in that second quarter, which sort of broke the game open. But apart from that, Caulfield were very brave and hard at the ball, and we matched that, but just had a really good spell, which let us have a good win.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Theo, for your time. No worries. And now we're on to Daniel. He's speaking with Caulfield.
I'm Daniel Hewitt with Complete Sports Management. I'm joined now by Guy, the Caulfield Grammarians coach. Guy, tough day, but as I've heard many people say out on the side, the score not really reflective of how the game went. Your thoughts?
Yes, well, they got away from us, I think, for a patch in the second quarter, which hurt us. Apart from that, it was a pretty even sort of game. We certainly boxed on and didn't let that score affect our efforts, which I was very pleased with. But no, they deserved to win. They were cleaner with the footy than us, and quite penetrating with their kicks. So they were good.
Yeah, like you said, there were definitely periods where you were on top, particularly in that third quarter. Who did you see as the players that were the main factors in that period?
Oh, we had a number of good players. Our centre-half forward, Julia Cowell, was terrific for us. Millie Klingbill, number 11. Georgia Cooper played well for us on the wing. Emily Sandler again in the ruck was sensational. So and our defence, Izzy Thomas was terrific. Georgia Gamble. Look, we had a lot of good players there, but the reward for efforts will come through better skills and working harder at training.
I'll go back to Georgia Cooper because she's a player that's sort of been threatening to do a lot in the first few weeks of the season. Today I thought she really broke out. What has she been doing at training to sort of improve her game?
Well, Georgia's a great player and a great girl too. She's doing year 12 and got ahead in the books, which is always takes her away from training. But she's also had a couple of tryouts with the Sandringham Dragons as well. But the more she trains, the better her skills are, and it showed again in the last half today for sure.
So yeah, there's definitely some improvement in the side. I'll go to probably your best player today, Emily Sandler in the ruck, massing just an insurmountable amount of hit-outs. Do you see her as a really focal, crucial part of your team and the way you play?
Oh, Emily's just fantastic. Can't speak high enough of her. She gives everything she's got every week. Yeah, she's got great fitness, rucks most of the day, and just keeps jumping. And no, she's a great girl, and we're lucky to have her in the team.
Thanks, Guy, for joining me here. That's all from us here at Victoria Park. We've just witnessed Q defeat Caulfield Grammarians. Thank you for joining us. I've been Daniel Hewitt. See you next time.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.